Know the big picture. Understand that high-ticket sales require the right system. You have to filter them properly. You have to scale them up in terms of their purchases. Here's the secret. At first, get them to pay $1. That's how you separate the simple information seekers from actual potential buyers. Now, let's be clear. You're not going to get rich from $1 sales. Once you have people transferred over to your buyer's mailing list, you have to continue scaling them up and filtering them until you get to your target audience. These are people who are willing to pay a lot of money because they can see the value of whatever it is you're offering, and they have a tremendous sense of urgency. Either they need to buy right now because there's some sort of deadline that's about to pass, or they have completely given up on doing it themselves or having it done locally or tapping their own network. You have them eating at the palm of your hands. The big picture also includes what happens next. Now that you've gotten somebody to pay $1,000 to $5,000 or several $100s or whatever it is, don't stop. MBA students from China, who are often sons and daughters of multimillionaires, have needs once they get to Canada, Europe, or the United States. Even when they're in the MBA program, they would also have needs. This is crucial because you cannot drop the ball here. It's very tempting to think, I've already got several $1,000s from this list member. Why should I even bother about what happens next? Here's the simple answer. The cheapest and most lucrative form of business you will ever get is repeat business. Let me repeat that. The cheapest and most lucrative income you will make is from repeat business. These people already know what you're capable of. They already trust you enough to spend big money. Now is not the time to drop the ball and forget about them. They still have needs. In my case, they would need a place to stay. They would need job placement services. They would need networking services. In some cases, they need life coaching. I can go on and on. You have to look at your customers the same way. Just because you have converted them already within the main niche of your business, it does not mean that all their other needs go away. There are many related niches as well. In my case, visa assistance and immigration legal services were the natural extension of the service I provided my customers. You have to think along these lines, and if you do, your list goes up in value over time. The more your relationship with your customer base matures, the more valuable it becomes. What started out as a $1 sale quickly turns into a sale of a few dozen dollars, which then leads to several $100s worth of sales, and then the big one, the $5,000 or even the $7,000 commitment. After that, believe it or not, lies even more money. It costs several $1,000s to retain an immigration attorney. Helping someone get settled in certain parts of the world can result in commissions to the tune of several $100s. Do the math. Think long term. Think in terms of relationship. The secret? Filtering. If I wasn't clear yet, let me just break it down. Your job is to filter your prospects as quickly and as cleanly as possible. Separate information seekers from potential buyers. This is where your $1 product comes in. You then separate low-value buyers from intermediate or long-term high-value buyers. These are people who are willing to buy immediately, but they will remain stuck at a certain low price. You can monetize these people by selling a book or an online course. You can safely segregate them in another mailing list. You can still make money off of these people, but please understand that there's going to be a ceiling. They are never going to level up like your big-time clients. For your big-time clients, think of the long-term, high-value, high-ticket funnel that I described above. The key secret you need to keep in mind. You must have a means of constantly communicating with higher-value clients. This is the key. Therefore, I insist that you build not just one mailing list, but several. Your mailing list must be segmented based on how quickly somebody wants to buy and the value of the things they want to buy. For everybody else, and I'm talking about information seekers who just don't want to spend money, you can set them up with a fairly short autoresponder series. If they don't convert by the 6th email or the 8th email, cut them from your list. Depending on your mailing list service provider, there's no need for you to burn a hole through your pocket supporting list squatters. Identify them and quickly delete them. For everybody else, work on converting them and pushing them higher and higher in the value chain. This is how you create a consistent flow of high-ticket sales. In fact, if you play your cards right, based on the system that I've described above, your mailing list goes up in value over time. The more mature your relationship becomes with your customer base, the more they trust you, and the more they're willing to buy a wide range of directly related and indirectly related